Can you hear me? All right, guys. So let's get started. I just want to wait a few minutes and make sure that everybody's ready to go. We're going to start the Passion to Profit. We're going to start this course, this 10-day marketing. I hope that everybody's ready. I know I sure am. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Very good. All right, guys. Let's get into it. So we're in the Passion to Profit. So we are currently in the Passion to Profit. All right, welcome to this workshop, Passion to Profit, turning your passion into a profitable side hustle. Let's get started. We all have things that we absolutely love to do. Maybe you love to write. Maybe taking photos makes you feel like $1,000,000. Or maybe you love crafting handmade signs. It's the thing that makes you feel alive, that creates a fire in your bones. But you don't think you could ever make money from your passion? Surely you think I can't make money doing whatever I want to do, whether that's fitness, whether that's art, whether that's doing hair, whatever it is. Nobody would pay me to do that. It's too much fun and I love it too much. No way I could make money doing that. That's where you're wrong. Thanks to the internet, almost any passion can be turned into a profitable side hustle. Did you catch that? You can make money doing the things that you love the most. Yep, you can turn your passion project into a profitable project. Let's be honest. We all could use some extra cash in our lives. We've got bills to pay, kids to send to school, car repairs to make, and a dozen other expenses. Some extra cash could be really useful and go a long way toward making our life easier. How would it change your life to make an extra $1,000 per month or double that? You can easily make that if you know how to create a profitable side hustle. In fact, if you know what you're doing, you may be able to turn your passion project into a full-time job. And good thing that you're in the right position because I'm going to teach you how to fill up your pipeline. I'm going to teach you how to follow up. I'm going to teach you how to get presentations, and I'm going to teach you how to close a sale. But most importantly, I'm going to teach you how to turn your passion into a profit. Can you imagine how rewarding it would be to get to do what you love for your job? Your quality of life would drastically improve and your overall life satisfaction will go through the roof. Of course, all this raises the critical question, how do you start a side hustle? Because honestly, there are a lot of questions that come with starting a side hustle, such as these important questions. What products or services should you sell? Where should you sell them? How much should you charge? How do you market yourself? How do you determine if your side hustle will actually make money? In this workshop, we're going to give you a roadmap for turning your passion into a profitable side hustle. We'll guide you step by step to making money doing what you love. By the end, you will know exactly what you need to do in order to start making money on your side hustle right away. Prepare yourself. If you're interested in get rich quick schemes, then this workshop isn't for you. Because here's the reality. Creating a profitable side hustle takes time, diligence, hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. Well, hopefully not tears, but it does take a lot of concentration. It does take focus, and it does take investment. It's a new skill that you need to learn, and a skill that you have to invest in. But know that you're investing a high income skill, and you're preparing yourself for the good. How do you create the motivation needed to put in all that hard work? Take a look at your life as it currently is. Are you living your best life now? Are you completely fulfilled with your day job? Are there other things you would love to do to make money? Do you see others doing what you want to do? If you're not living your best life now, let that serve as a motivator for your side hustle. Now that you really can make money doing what you absolutely love, you can generate significant income doing something that brings great satisfaction into your life. How would it change your life? If you were doing what actually made you happy, how would it revolutionize things if you actually enjoyed the work you do every day? To increase your motivation for your side hustle, envision what a successful outcome would look like for your side hustle. Paint a picture in your mind of what your best life will look like. Get very clear on how badly you want to succeed in your side hustle, the benefits you'll experience, how the extra cash will help you, the joy you'll experience doing what you love. If you're not highly motivated to make your side hustle a reality, it won't happen. Because here's the truth: your side hustle is going to take you away from other good things that you could be doing. You have to make sacrifices in order to make your side hustle a reality. You're going to need to do the hard work necessary to you have to be willing to give up some good things in order to achieve great things. What most people don't realize is that it usually takes a significant amount of time and work before you start making good money from your side hustle. Success happens the long haul, not overnight. If you want your side hustle to be truly profitable, you need to be willing to make sacrifices to reach your objective. World famous soccer player Pill said, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. You must also be confident that you can do it. If you're constantly doubting yourself, you have a hard time getting traction. But if you have faith in yourself and believe firmly in your abilities, you truly can achieve great things." The best time to start a side hustle is right away. The best time to start a side hustle is right away, is right now. Don't wait any longer. There will be a perfect time to get started. Start working on your project today and simply adjust as time goes on. All right, guys. I want to make sure everything is still going. So give me a moment. Looks like we have one person on Twitch. Awesome. All right. Identify your passion and interests. So, how do you identify what your side hustle should be? How do you know what you should give your time into? How can you determine the best activities to focus on? You start by identifying the things you're most passionate about and interested in. The first step is to identify what you love to do and are good at doing. Both elements are required. If you want your side hustle to be sustainable, you must love doing it. If you don't, you'll burn out quickly. When hard work and sacrifices are needed, you won't want to. A successful side hustle involves an activity that you love doing. You must also be good at your side hustle. You need to have the necessary skills set to make it a reality. If you're not good at creating your product or performing your service, people simply won't pay you for it. So you have to be ready and you have to invest in a skill, in this skill, and know at the end of the day, you're doing it for fun. So whatever is more fun to you, it comes easily. So ask yourself these questions. What do you absolutely love doing? What have people told you that you're good at? What do you lose track of doing, of time doing? What valuable skills do you have that people would pay for? And everybody has skills that people would pay for. So you can't tell me that you don't have a skill that people would pay for. What needs can you meet? These questions will help you find the intersection of passion and profit. They'll help you determine both your skill set and what you love. When these two things combine, you have a viable side hustle. Consider there's a psychological concept called flow. It's when you find yourself so immersed in an activity that you lose all track of time and are simply focused on what's in front of you. Your mind isn't distracted at all. Rather, you simply flow with your activity. Validate your side hustle. Once you've determined what you think your side hustle should be, validate it. Demonstrate that people would really pay you for what you offer them. Determine if there's a market need for the product or service that you will offer. And I guarantee if you're interested in something and there's someone else that's interested in something that you're interested in, you're not the only one that is just interested in something. Maybe if it's something stupid or something out of the box that is like just random. No, I'm joking. I'm sure someone else. There's people all there's people that are random just like me. After all, it won't do you any good to start your side hustle, only to discover that no one actually wants what you're offering. You end up spending hours and hours on things that won't generate you any extra income. You also become discouraged and probably won't want to give up and probably want to give up. Therefore, you absolutely need to ensure that people will want you to have, will want you to offer, even if it's just a few people. So, how can you validate your idea? Where can you find an audience on which to test it? Some simple ideas include ask your friends on social media if they would be interested in what you have to offer. If you have an email list, send out a poll to them asking who would be interested in what you're going to offer. Create a sign up list where people can get more info. If numerous people sign up, it's a sign that your idea has big legs and you have a lot of potential. Your idea has a lot of potential. I'm just going to name a few ideas I know will get profit right off the bat, and that's fitness, marketing, investing, mm, anything with relationships, anything in wealth of making money, and anything in like real estate, and anything in health and fitness. Those three categories are like anything around those, but sub niches between the health, wealth, and relationships. Those are where your goal is. That's where your goal is. Offer to let people pre-purchase your offer. If a number of people purchase from you, you know that you're onto something good. Your goal is to avoid wasting time on ideas that you won't get any traction. If your polls, emails, and sign up lists aren't getting much of a response, it may be time to adjust your idea or move to a different side hustle. And that's what I was talking about. If it's something that not a lot of people are interested in, because it is true that there are niches out there that are smaller, that have not a lot of competition, and sometimes you would want to pursue that, but in this case, that's not the case. The more competition there is, the more higher in demand it is. That's where your money is. If you can't get any traction on your side hustle, that doesn't mean you have to give up altogether. It simply means you may not be able to make a sustainable income from it? How can you adjust it to make it more marketable? Determine what sets you apart from your competitors. All right, guys, I'm just going to check one more time. And it's cool because I'm excited to get this channel going. I'm excited to get this thing going. And whoever's watching, I guarantee you this is going to blow up soon. And I want more views. I want to be able to reach out to more people because in this online world, after all the COVID and everything, I'm starting to see the e-commerce and everything in the online world is starting to boost up drastically. And so I know if people do make courses based on only what they like, I know that will set a lot of people free from working an 8 to 5 job just in that alone, but in not being happy. Because I know there's people out there that go to work just so they can pay the bills, but they're not happy. And I know this will set you apart from all of that. Unless you're building something completely new and revolutionary, you're going to be competing against others. Whether you're selling a widget or offering coach services, there are going to be others against whom you're competing for business. If you're going to succeed with your side hustle, you must find a way to differentiate yourself from your competitors. Figure out how you're going to stand out from the crowd, how you're going to attract customers, how your offer is different from what others are offering. Ways to differentiate yourself: better quality products or services, better customer service, faster delivery, less expensive products or services, aggressive sales tactics, higher or low profit margins, a noble cause you support with profits from your product. For example, let's say you're selling soap online. You could create a unique soap that is better quality than most other soaps out there. Because your soap is better quality, you can sell it for a higher price and make higher profit margins. Or you could sell your soap at a discount and sell a higher volume of soap. Or you could create an aggressive online marketing campaign where you're trying to get your soap in front of more eyeballs than anyone else. There's tactics on marketing and how you want to sell to other people. But the way I do know that is best and will be more convenient is selling high ticket, selling higher profit quality products. Because say if you're selling 10 for $10, then you make 100. But say if you're selling 5 for $20, then you still make 100, but you sold half of it. If you don't find a way to differentiate yourself from your competitors, there's no reason that customers should purchase from you. You absolutely find a way to stand out in the crowd. Define your goals. Once you've determined what your side hustle will be, have validated that idea, and determined how you'll stand out from the crowd, it's time to define your overall goals. Defining clear goals will help you know what steps you need to take in order to turn your hustle into a reality. Consider laying out a set of goals and sequentially follow one another. For example, if you're going to sell products on eBay, your first goal may be to create an eBay account. Your second goal may be to research the product that sell best on eBay. Your third goal may be to source the products to sell, and your fourth goal may be to list those products. When setting your goals, ensure that they are realistic. Your goal is to get traction, not reach your end goal right off the bat. Setting a goal of selling 1,000 bars of soap is a great goal, but there are probably a dozen smaller goals that need to be achieved before you can reach your final goal. Each goal should be realistic and achievable. If your goals aren't realistic, you'll again find yourself getting discouraged when you don't meet those goals. The more discouraged you get, the more inclined you'll be to give up your side hustle. It's all being realistic with yourself and all having a mindset of self belief and start from the end and be in the present and break it down into pieces. Sometimes it is best to start off into pieces because you can reach out. You meet people along the way that need your course that would have never met you if you would have went there right off the bat. Just some insight. So what are some small goals you can set that you'll give you traction on your side hustle? These small goals should all contribute to your big overall goal. Do you need to research your market, research the desires of your ideal customer, create a website, send out an email to your list, let them know about your offer? Start taking small steps that will lead you to your overall goal. Try to set goals that will move you forward on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Create milestones. One of the great temptations with a side hustle is to put off actually launching. You can get so caught up in trying to make things perfect that you never actually get your side hustle off the ground. Eventually, you just need to get started. Yes, you need to reach the small goals that will lead you to your big goal, but eventually, you just need to get your idea out in front of the world and evaluate the response. Side hustles are iterative. In other words, you launch, refine, fix problems, and then keep going. With each iteration, your side hustle gets better and better. The more iterations you do, the more highly refined your hustle becomes and the more revenue you generate. And this is true. Small things make great things. And that's just how it is in the world. Ourself as a being are small pieces that make us that make us who we are. And how Rome wasn't built in a day; it was built in years. So that goes to show that little things make great things. In order, just getting ahead of myself here. In order to launch, you need to set milestones that will force you to take action. Setting milestones for yourself will ensure that you actually take action and don't delay. Each milestone should be tied directly to a date. For example, let's say you're launching a coaching program. Your milestone might be to create your website within the next month. Your next milestone might be to send out an email to all the potential clients you know. Your third milestone might be to advertise your coaching practice on Facebook. Think of it this way: milestones equal movement, progression, and in the end, they equal success. When you set milestones for yourself, it forces you to move forward and prevents you trying to get everything perfect. And when you're doing this, mark my words, you don't need to be a perfectionist because you're going to fail, and that's completely normal. In fact, it's expected to, and you're expected to learn and to keep going like riding a bike. Sometimes you fall, but you get right back up and you do it again until you perfect it. That's life. Like your goals, your milestones should also be realistic and achievable. For example, it's probably not realistic to think that you can get a website design in a day unless you're an amazing web designer. And if you are, then give me a call because I can use you. I can use you for business. Give yourself a reasonable amount of time to achieve your milestone. The more you reach your milestones, the more encouraged you'll be about your side hustle. The more encouraged you are, the more you'll want to reach more milestones, which will keep your project moving at a rapid pace. Avoid making excuses when it comes to meeting your milestones. Hold yourself to deadlines, and if you need to get friends to hold you accountable, don't hesitate to do that. Determine how you will sell. Before you can launch your side hustle, you need to determine how you're going to sell your product or service. Thankfully, there are dozens of ways to sell products and services. And by dozens of ways, I advise you to be creative in your ways because creativity will boost your sales and creativity will separate you from your competition. You can always sell in person. If you're selling a product, you can take it to trade shows and markets. You could even go from door to door if you have the courage. You can sell directly to your friends or host parties where you show off your product. You can meet one on one with potential customers and tell them about the benefits of the service you offer. Networking and referrals are the best way or the easiest way to get clients or to let people know about your business. And that's the way it's always been. That's the way it will always be because for your business to prosper, you need people and you need to serve people. It's the whole point of serving in order to be served, and the whole point of serving in exchange of money. You can also sell just about any product or service online. Check out these platforms. Product this product and service sell platforms. If your product is crafty like soap, artisan, or vintage, you can sell it on Etsy. If you're getting products from thrift shops, you can sell them on eBay or Poshmark. If you're trying to break into the freelance world, you can find jobs in dozens of industries on websites like Upwork, Fiverr, or Thumbtack. I must advise you, if you do go to Fiverr or any of these websites, you do need to hustle because, well, on Fiverr, they'll reach out to you. So you need to build up your reviews, you need to build up your reputation on freelancing before it takes off. It's just like SEO. The more people see your name on top, the more you will be referred by whatever service they're looking for. Product service sales platform. If you're selling ebooks, you can list them on Amazon. If you're promoting a course you've created, you can sell it through Kajabi, Teachable, Udemy, or Thinkific. If you're a handyman, you can find hundreds of jobs on TaskRabbit. If you're a coach, you can use tailored.coach to connect with your clients. No matter what you're selling, there's an online platform to sell it. So there's no excuse. Because of this online world, networking and referrals just got easier. All you got to do is Google it, and it's there. A simple way to find the platform that's best for you is to Google sell product service online. This will bring up dozens of results and allow you to find the best place to sell your product or service. Start selling. This part is short and sweet. Once you've done the initial work up front, you simply need to get started. Your side hustle will not be perfect when you first launch it. You'll make mistakes. You may have trouble landing your first customers. Regardless, you need to launch your side hustle. In the initial launch phase, it may take time for you to gain significant traction. You have to work hard to promote yourself, but it's worth the work. If your side hustle is valuable, People will eventually buy into it. Don't get discouraged if you don't have massive success right off the bat. Keep working, refining, promoting, and selling. Eventually, you'll hit on the right combination and the customers will start coming. Market yourself. To make your side hustle as successful as possible, you need to consistently market yourself, promote your side hustle so that it gets in front of as many people as possible. And there's different ways to do this. Ask your friends and family to spread the word, hand out flyers, give out free samples. If you're selling a product, tell people about it on social media. Build an email list and regularly promote your product or service to the list. Start a blog and consistently talk about the pain points your customers feel. And also, there's free and paid traffic. Free will take a lot more time, a lot more traction based, and paid will make you get traction a lot more. The traction will come to you as you are promoted in front of a larger audience at once. And that is what I recommend. But for starters, if you want to start off with no budget or a very low budget, there's thousands of ways to do it. Like I said, all you need is creativity and self-branding. The best way is to do a YouTube channel, to do a blog, to do a Facebook group, and to just simply put yourself out there. It's nothing hard. At the end of the day, you're going to be providing value for these people. And so why not start now? How to market yourself. Create a YouTube channel specifically dedicated to giving loads of value to potential customers. Start a podcast in which you talk about elements of your industry and business. Appear as a guest on other podcasts. Do webinars where you teach valuable lessons and then promote your product or service at the end. Use paid advertising to drive people to your website. Consistently apply for jobs on the platforms mentioned above. There's a lot you can do, but like I said, the easiest way is starting a YouTube channel, a podcast, Facebook group, and just put yourself out there because it's all an investment and it's all a digital real estate. That's really what it is. It's a digital real estate, and the more you do it, the more your self branding will get known. You'll be boosted up in front of your audience, and you'll be established as an expert in your industry. I hope you guys are getting a lot of value from this because I know I am. And also, mindset is all key in this. Everything that you do is completely possible. All you got to do is take action. And the best way to take action is to just promote yourself and it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be easy things such as a morning routine. What do you like to do in the morning? Or what what kind of water do you like drinking? What kind of clothes do you like wearing? Or what do you like? Whatever it is, as long as you're just promoting yourself according to the industry you're in, the more value you bring to other people, the more they will trust you. Generally speaking, the more value you give potential customers for free, the more likely they are to pay for your products or services. For example, let's say you're a health and fitness coach. You could create a YouTube channel in which you teach people exercises and workout routines. This is giving free value to people. The more you do this, the more people will see that you're an expert in your field, and the more they'll want to hire you as their health and fitness coach. Again, don't be afraid to market yourself. You've put in hours of hard work to get to this point. You've created a product or service that you truly believe in. You know that you truly can help people and really want to make a difference in the world. So try to get yourself in front of as many people as possible. Don't worry what other people think. If you want to succeed with your side hustle, you must market yourself constantly. Get feedback from your customers. After you've launched, keep improving. If you want to achieve the kind of success that will change your life, you need to constantly better the product or service that you're offering. After all, some people will buy an okay product or service depending on how they're promoted. A lot of people will buy an outstanding product or service. Again, depending how it's promoted, how it's pitched to them, how it's marketed to them. Customers' feedback is invaluable. Your customers can honestly tell you what is and isn't working. They can help you see past your blind spots and identify areas for change that you never would have seen otherwise. So ask your customers what they think about your product or service. Ask them what features they find most valuable and which ones could use improvement. Ask them how your product or service has benefited them and what benefits they would still like to see. At the end of the day, people are what build your business. And so you need to make sure that if you want people to continue on building your business in exchange for money, you need to make sure you're giving them what they want. Which pain points could you more effectively solve? What features could you add that would make your offer even more valuable to your customers? How can you create the absolute best experience for those who have bought into what you're selling? And the best way to do that is to give them something for free. Straight up, give them something for free. And that will give them a reason to listen, a reason to give you their attention. And that will give you another way of trust and relationship building, networking building. Asking customers for feedback is a way of being transparent and authentic with them. This builds trust. It shows them that you really care about them and their opinion and that you want to offer them the best possible product or service possible. The more authentic you are with your customers, the more they'll support you over the long run. As they have dedicated you are to constant improvement, they'll want to continue working with you and using your product or service. Because if they bought once, they'll buy again. If they bought once out of trust, out of out of knowing that it's what they need, then they'll buy again. Because people buy from people they trust. People do business with people they trust. If they don't trust you, then it's game over. If they do trust you, then it's a whole different story. Then you're in the right path. Provide amazing experiences for your customers. One of the best ways to get new customers and keep your existing customers is to create amazing experiences for them. These experiences don't need to be anything crazy. Your goal is to show them that you care deeply about them and you want them to be incredibly happy with what you have to offer. How can you create incredible experiences for your customers? There are literally dozens of ways. By providing fabulous customer support. I don't know about fabulous, but I do know customer support. You do need to know that, like I said, people are what build your business. So you do need to, what's the word for it? Put people first, yes, but make sure that you put them first before anything in your business. That you they as if it's like a, I don't know, I went blank on the word, but I guess fabulous will take spot of customer support. but you need to be highly engaged with your customers because they are what's going to keep your business going, and it will make you more trusting, more established as the expert, have better reviews. At the end of the day, you're helping everybody and for a service. Include an extra surprise with your product. Dedicate time to helping your clients work through their challenges. Send a card on the anniversary of their first purchase. Create short custom videos thanking each one of your clients or customers. Call each customer or send a handwritten note just to say thank you. The list goes on and on. The goal is simply to make your customers feel special. You want them to feel like they really matter to you and aren't simply a way for you to make money. Because if they feel like you're just selling to them or you're marketing to them, you're just selling to them. And people hate to buy, or people hate to be sold. People love to buy. So if you sound like you're building a relationship and you sincerely care about them and you are truly putting them first from your heart, then they will give you attention. But if they sense, even for a moment, that you're selling to them, then you blew it. The more you can delight and surprise your customers, the more likely it is that they'll tell their family, friends, and colleagues about you, which will generate referral business. If you really go over the top with the way you treat your customers, you may even get exposure in prominent publications. Like I said, referrals are the best way to make business happen. But ultimately, it's not about getting referrals, business, or big exposure, although those things are certainly valuable. It's about treating your customers like real people who you actually care about. And that's the benefit of having your 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 passion as a profit, turning your passion into profit, because you put people first, and you're putting people first with what you're passionate about. So it makes it even more better because you have a reason to build a relationship with these people. You have a reason to have a trusting foundation with these relationships. And it makes it even all the more better, especially if you're established as the authority. Build sustainable cash flow. Eventually, if things go well, and they will, as long as you continue to progress, there will come to a point where you have to decide whether or not you want to quit your day job and make your side hustle your full-time job. Isn't that exciting to think about? You really could turn your passion project into a full-time income producing job. The final step is to get to the point where you have sustainable cash flow. In other words, you need to have relatively stable amount of money coming in each month. If you have consistent cash flow, this gives you the option of quitting your day job. And that's what it's all about: cash flow. How much sustainable cash flow should you have? Ideally, you want to generate at least 75% of your income from your side hustle. This will give you the flexibility to decide whether or not you want to quit your day job. When thinking about your income, remember to take expenses into account. You'll have to pay self-employment tax at the end of the year. You also probably have expenses involved in keeping your side hustle up and running. Take all these things into account when deciding whether to make the plunge. There will probably be a sense of fear and apprehension around quitting your job. After all, your job offers you stability, and you're about to go into the dream. Fear is a big dream killer. If you've gotten your side hustle to the point where you're generating significant income, then it's time to seriously consider whether or not you should focus on doing it full time. And consider this: if you're only doing your side hustle part time and you're making enough money to consider quitting your day job, think about how much more you could make if you were doing it full time. Going full time with your side hustle could actually produce significant more income for you, because the sky's the limit in sales. When that time comes, ask yourself, what is keeping me from taking the leap? What is keeping me from pursuing my dream full time? If the answer is fear, that might be a signal that it's actually time to go all in on your side hustle and to test yourself. Side hustle your way to freedom. The beauty of the side hustle is that when done properly, it can create freedom for you. If you're working a day job, it can give you additional income that can set you up for financial freedom. If you're not working a full time job, like a stay at home mom or something like that, a side hustle can provide valuable income for your family, to your family. That's the real power of the side hustle. You create something that you love, and eventually you turn it into your full time job. You know what you need to do in order to start something, and in order to start making money with your side hustle. You even know what you need to do in order to transform your side hustle into a full time job. The only question now is, what's stopping you? Nothing is holding you back from getting your side hustle up and running. So don't wait any longer. Get hustling. Thanks for being a part of this workshop, guys. I really did enjoy it. I hope you guys did, and I hope you guys got a lot of value from this. I will be continuing on having workshops and continuing to provide value, because it's what it's all about. It's all about you guys, and you guys are what makes this happen. And so stay tuned. If you have any questions, comment below what you would like to see. Wow, we've been on for quite a while now. All right, guys. So it's time for me to go. And for those who are in, if you want this free ebook that I have, stay tuned, because I'll make sure I send it to you as quickly as possible. Peace.